morning at the exact same time, the smell of bacon would crawl underneath the young boy's bedroom door. In between the sheets, tickle his feet just before it reached his nose. That young boy would sit up from the smell of bacon. He knew it was time for breakfast, but he also knew that he was not allowed to go in the kitchen while grandmother cooked. He sat there and waited for his alarm. The alarm was the sound of steam and a whistle coming from a teapot on the stove. When he heard that noise, he would jump to his feet. He would meet his brother in the hallway, where they would shuffle their feet along that hardwood floor and feel the air coming between their toes. The dark rooms they would go through until they made it to the kitchen. But in the kitchen above the table was a 20-watt light bulb. And also just above the kitchen table sat a radio with a warm glow right behind the dial. There was a voice on this radio. The voice was from WIBC, the Apple. Grandmother just across the way at a sink with an envelope and a pencil waiting on them to call a number for the day. You would hear a faint slap against the cellophane and a tiny voice saying, well, maybe tomorrow. But there was another voice that came across that radio. That voice would cause that young boy to perk up. His ears would point towards that radio and he would listen. The first voice he heard. And now for the rest of the story. And he listened for every single bit of the message. That young boy would also grow up and become one of the greatest TikTok storyteller. That young boy is Newell Boyce, me. That's not the rest of my story.